evening everybody, GM Crafts here tonight with you again. Welcome to our Facebook Live. We've got some great things to show you tonight. In front of you at the moment is one of 3 designs on tonight's exclusive free cut file. Massive shout out to Tia, our remaining design team member now. She's the only lady we have kept on as we've got busy. We've not been able to keep up with having a design team and we do other things instead. But Tia has stayed with us and makes us some wonderful things, and she's very good. I send her all my bits of scraps and she produces some amazing and beautiful things with it, and then quite often sells them for charity, which is what she's done with this file, and this time she's given it to us to share with you. So as you can see from the colours chosen, this was a design that Tia's created to fundraise for Ukraine. So we thought it would be lovely, and so did Tia, to be able to share it with you. So there are 3 different designs on this cut file. So you've got this one, you've got a different one which is like a sunflower on a stalk with leaves and foliage and little fireflies flying around it. And then there's another one which I will share with you as we do this demonstration. All 3 are included, and if you would like these free cut files, you could use them on stained glass like we are tonight. You could use them on self-adhesive. You could use them on HTV. It doesn't have to just be limited to creating the glass jars, although they are very, very beautiful. If you would like the free cut files, then please do comment yes please for the files. And also tonight, as a thank you for joining in with us, of course we have a discount code for you. I'll try and remember through the live to share this with you, and it is FB March 10. Anya, would you very kindly write that in the comments for them? FB March 10. Facebook March 10 effectively. It will change every week. We'll do a different offer most weeks, different code or a different something. But tonight we're giving you, because times are difficult at present, so we were trying to help where we can. And we're giving you 10% off our vinyl, our materials and our papercraft section. And that includes our amazing 3 for 2 offers, which are still extended till the end of this month. And there is 3 for 2 on our transfers, our weeded iron-on transfers, on our transfer doodles, on our pattern vinyl. Did you see the ombres last week? Anybody want to see some more ombres? Did you see them last week? Let us know. You can even use these on the Easter mystery boxes, which are already a bargain, and then take your 10% on top. Wow, what an offer. Did you see the pastel mystery boxes? 23 rolls of vinyl. The self-adhesive 220 roll size is $57.99 for 23 rolls. Put your 10% off that and it's 52 whatever it is. So even bigger bargain. Lots of bargains to be had by using that code. Not available on machines and accessories. It's just for materials, vinyl and paper crafts, and expires Thursday evening at midnight. That's the 24th of March 2022. So get making use of that while you can. It's just a way of thanking you for joining in. You all right over there, Anya?
Yeah. Denise is thinking light a light for the Ukraine.
Light a light for the Ukraine. You see, I think that's a great idea, Denise. Was it Denise?
Yeah.
That's a great idea, Denise. Wouldn't it be nice if we could all, a bit like when we did the windows for the NHS 2 years ago, do you remember that? Help for the NHS, and thank you for NHS heroes. I think the Ukrainians are probably at present bigger heroes. They're going through a hell of a lot, and wouldn't it be nice to light a light for Ukraine? I do agree. So I personally will be lighting this every night, thinking of all those families split apart, displaced, and all those people fighting on a lonely field. I think it's quite a difficult time out there for them, so I think it's just nice to show them that we care. Anybody joining us?
There's lots of people joining us.
Oh.
We have Sarah, Anne, Matt, Sheil, Susan, loads of people.
Do you want to know what I've got to tell you all? I've got an exclusive announcement. I want to dance around the room and go, exclusive, exclusive, exclusive. Do you want to know what it is? Tell me while I get these cut file bits ready for you. I have a big sneak peek for you tonight. Right, so we do on the website a whole variety of free cut files and blogs. Please comment if you'd like the links, and do comment if you want the link to tonight's free cut files. They won't be available on the website. At present, they are literally available tonight through tonight's live. So if you want the Ukrainian cut files, then please comment. I just wanted to show you, we also have on the website cut files that show you how to make other glass jars and stained glass designs. Anya's groaning over there. What's the matter, Anya?
I may have a problem.
What's the problem?
And it's not very good timing of Facebook, but they may have banned me.
Oh.
Yes.
Don't panic, guys. We will get back to you. Tell you what you could do. You could use my phone, Anya. No, that won't work, will it?
No.
We'll reply to you after the live if Anya doesn't get unbanned. I'll give you my laptop, Anya. You could probably use that. Let me just show you these. So this is our blog full of free cut files. Anya can still give me the shout outs and we'll catch up with you after the live. So there's loads of Mother Day creations on there. But look at that. Can you see that on the screen?
Yeah.
These beauties. So there's that cut file, and then there's another one which is much further down. If you keep going, there's all sorts on here, including how to use your machines, how to cut, crafty vinyl. Have you seen our mat-free compatible vinyl range that we do, which we are extending? So watch this space on that one. How to apply HTV. Have you seen the Easter baskets? Transfer doodles, how to make no machines, just a marker pen and the transfer doodles and some of our iron-on transfers to create a memory tree. There's a tutorial for that. Easter egg holders, HTV on wood, how to reuse your weeding waste. There's another blog on that. Cats, line drawing, matching which vinyl to which project. How many of you scrolled through our blog before? How to use print and cut, beginner's guides, more machine settings, shadow box. Have you seen that? Into seeing shadow box. How to use our paint mask vinyl. And there is another, I promise you, there is another cut file in a minute for your stained glass. How to use domestic iron. That's chameleon on a glass block. Our pattern vinyl. Yeah, the hearts. I love it. It's on a t-shirt. I've kept that. Easter sack. Oh my goodness. Christmas sack. Spiral Betty. Anybody know how to make a spiral Betty? Well, you would if you want to. If you want to, go on our blog. If you want the links for these, Anya will gladly provide them, or I will at the end of the live. Just comment, and we will reply. Sunflower eye. That's more. There's more to me than meets the eye. Disability awareness t-shirt we created. We're nearly there. We're nearly there.
Thank you. Was gutted. I thought I'd missed it. This is from Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
You made it.
Yay, good to see you. Now, have you seen this one? How to create HTV, which is on this sleeve, and make it into self-adhesive. That's another cut file that we've done, and another tutorial. So there's loads on there. I hope it's just brought me right back to the top, Anya. How annoying.
Oh no. Sometimes
they do.
And it bounces all over.
The joys of technology. Our blog is full of different things, including our fundraising announcements that we've done over the last few years, including loads of how-tos or how-not-tos. And then how to use your easy press, how to use your mini press, how to make a self-adhesive balloon. That's our dog there. How to use self-adhesive vinyl.
Is that Bolty?
That was Bolty. How to make paper lanterns. Now, what else would you like to see on here? This was for infusible inks. How to make those Love Island type designs. It's coming up to that time of year again. Oh, we're nearly there. Did you see our remembrance lantern we did? And then there's another one with our self-adhesive vinyls. We're nearly there, I can feel it coming. Help for Heroes fundraising we did last year. There we go. And there is another stained glass. Now, how good does that look? I don't know whether you can see very well from my screen to your screen, but it even shows you how to use our leading, which I'll show you in a second. So it looks like a real pane of stained glass artisan glass by the time you're finished. And that beautiful file was created by one of our lovely customers, Henry. He sent it to me to modify, and I created that with it, which I was very grateful for because I think it's lovely. You can also get our stained glass in a starter kit, and I've unfortunately used all mine doing that lantern, but you get lots of leading. You only get one roll of leading, yeah, that's how it comes in your pack, but I use leading quite often, so I've got an extra. But your leading is literally self-adhesive. You peel the back off and you chop it with scissors, and you can mould it and you can fold it, but then once you've pressed it on with a bit of pressure like a normal piece of self-adhesive, it will set like rock, and it is permanent, so it's ideal and very, very effective. So, stained glass. How many colours of stained glass have we got? Well, we've got this beautiful, tonight I'm using the yellow, which looks orange in this light, but trust me, as you can see when it's off the roll, it is yellow. I've then used, because it's a better, stronger blue for the Ukrainian flag, I have used our violet, but we also have a lighter standard blue. It's just a bit too light, I felt, for Ukraine. We then have an orange. We have a magenta. We have a stained glass light green even, sorry. We have a apple green, and we have a standard green. So there's your three greens. Green's one of the most popular colours. You're right over there, Anya.
We have a sort of question, but
Yeah.
I think you'll know what to say. Dawn says, "Hi all, I've got stained glass. I don't seem to cut it, just slides."
Right. Watch this demo. What machine has she got, please? If you could tell us. So, red stained glass. I'll come back to that question in a moment when we're doing the cutting. We've got a brown stained glass and then a grey. And they are very translucent, very transparent, and literally when they're applied, they do look like you would expect professional stained glass to look. It's permanent. It's me, I've just knocked over my drink. It's permanent, so you haven't got to concern yourself with it peeling off later. If you do need to remove it, as we've always said before, gently heat with a hairdryer and it will remove beautifully for you. So we're going to cut the yellow and the blue. Don't forget your FB March 10 code. Have you still been knocked off, Anya?
No, I'm back on now.
Oh, you're back on. It was a temporary glitch. Anya's back with you.
Yeah.
We do love Facebook Lives because we always get a glitch of something. Either I scuff up the machine and I end up where I've somehow logged myself out of the Crycut design space, or Facebook throws us a curveball, but that's the beauty of real life, isn't it? So, before I start, I'm going to use the matte black that we do. We do a gloss, matte and a prime range of standard plain, I say plain, but you know what I mean, standard self-adhesives. They are permanent and they are double-sided. A lot of people ask us, have you got any double-sided vinyl? And it is double-sided, so what you see on the front is what you get on the back. So that's the matte, and I'm going to cut the flower out of that. Let me just get my laptop back. So I always try not to waste my vinyl. Bit hard when you're flying on a live. But I try and work out where on the mat I'm going to put my vinyl, and then I will cut. Or I do what I'm about to show you now, because I don't want to waste any. I actually put the whole roll on the mat. So get the roll. This only works if you're using your mat on the Crycut Maker, because it doesn't pull it through and take it back forwards. If your machine took it back forwards, then obviously it wouldn't work, but this does. So, just keep it on the end, load it into my machine, make sure I've got the right cut setting. which I have, premium outdoor vinyl, less pressure. Do test cut if you've not used this vinyl before, because some machines vary. The temperature that we've got going on today, my room's absolutely boiling under these studio lights, can throw a curveball and make your machine, because it's belt driven, the machine's belt may get tighter when it's warm or cooler, depending on the atmospherics in your room. So if you have a problem, always test cut again. Right, Anya, you're saying ooh?
This lady is using a cry cut machine.
Yeah.
And we also have some questions.
Okay, throw the questions at me and we'll keep going on about this test cut and how to cut your machine.
I did a bottle with it, love it. Didn't know you had leading though. Does that only come in the pack? This is from Sam.
The leading comes separately, so you can get it in the starter kit and you can buy it separately. Anya's got a load of links to send you. If you want the links, she will gladly send it to you. And the leading is on the stained glass section on the website, and you can order it separately, and you can order each roll separately or as a pack, and you get multi-buy discounts. The more you buy, the less it is, with free shipping as well, obviously. And not forgetting your Facebook code for tonight, FB March 10. Have you put that on the comments already?
I have.
Excellent. It is exclusive for joining us and saying thank you for being with us. It is only valid until tomorrow night, so that's Thursday the 24th of March 2022, and it's only valid on materials, vinyl and papercraft section. So any mystery boxes, you can get that will take it off the mystery boxes, and it will take it off your starter kits as well. Have you seen all of our starter kits? So that's that. If you want the free cut files tonight, there is 3 designs that Tia has exclusively made for us. So do comment if you want those free cut files. They will not be available on the website. They are specifically for you tonight. So, and if you rewatch the live over the weekend, then that will be available for you. You can send you the link to download, and the download will be live until our next live next week. So we'll be back with you next Wednesday at 8 PM again. I'd love to know what you would like to see. I've got a few ideas. I'm thinking of bringing you another Easter Bunny design. I'm not sure whether it be next week or whether, would you like me to do a demonstration showing you how to use the collar PE mark? Have any of you seen the collar PE mark? What else would you like to see? I'm in your hands.
Lisa says, I think the stained glass would look fantastic on my caravan window.
Oh yes. If you do that, Lisa, I'd love to see it.
Dawn says, I've not tried fabric wheel, which I was going to try. Not sure what fabric wheel is.
Who said that?
Dawn.
Is that the lady with the cut issue?
Yes.
We don't use the fabric wheel. Oh, one of my butterflies has come off and I can see it on the roller. I'll sort that in a second. So I just want to, whenever you've got a piece of vinyl that's come loose in your machine, don't panic. Just eject your mat. I think it's loose in the machine still. Remove your roller. Yeah, I can see it. And just take it off. There we go. I clean my machine every week. I try and clean it before a live, just so that last week, I don't know whether you heard towards the end of the live, it made a very strange noise. It started to make a grinding noise, but it's because it had a piece of vinyl stuck in the cog. So if ever your machine starts to make a noise, we do have a blog which tells you how to clean your machine. So feel free to have a look at that. And again, if you want the links, please do ask. Right. There's the butterfly. You can see him now, he's moved up the sheet. Don't panic if ever that happens. It's so warm in here.
It's very warm in here tonight.
Yeah, I'm surprised I've not had any more problems with it, to be fair. It's like a sauna. You need an air conditioning unit at this rate. Right, so once you've done that, obviously peel it off your sheet. Double check that you're cutting the right bit. And then you can just cut the bit you've cut. So you're not wasting any. Go on, Anya, I'm with you.
Lindsay's asking, hi guys, did you say the other day you have some infusible ink sheets that you can colour yourself using Sharpies? Or was I dreaming it? I can't find the post.
We do. They're not infusible, they are transfer doodles. Anya can give you the link. I'm going to talk to you about transfer doodles tonight. Let me just grab Hold on a moment. No, that's the wrong box. Do you want to know? I've got an exclusive for you guys. I nearly forgot. I've got an exclusive for you. Do you want to know my exclusive? It's like a newspaper stand shouting, exclusive, exclusive. I've got a big announcement to make. Do you want to know what it is? These are, while you tell me, if everybody tells me they want to know my exclusive, then I'll tell you it.
How many would you like?
I would like 10 exclusives, please. Okay. So transfer doodles, they come printed, but you can also buy plain transfer doodles. And they are a plain sheet, and it'll say colour me on this side. And then you can draw on the whole sheet with a Sharpie marker pen. You could draw on it with a watercolour pen, but it's a bit weaker in its vibrancy. And you can then turn it over and transfer it on. We did do one in our live last Saturday. Oh my goodness. Last Wednesday. So
I don't know what you were doing on Saturday.
I don't know what I was doing on Saturday, but I wasn't doing a live, that's for sure. Can't even remember what I was doing on Saturday. So once you've applied it, this is what it looks like. So I've coloured it in. Anya coloured this in diligently for me. And then apply it literally 15 seconds and that's it. It's permanent. Washes in and out, no problem at all. And it stays with it forever. So these are two of an Easter design, and we've got some new designs on the website for the transfer doodles.
I'm counting them.
You're counting them? Tell me an exclusive. Look at that beautiful. I love hedgehogs. Did I tell you I love hedgehogs? I love hedgehogs.
Yes, you have.
I can't colour. I've got dexterity, even though I can craft and do vinyl. I cannot colour for the love of them. I get handshakes. So Anya, bless her, she does my colouring. But Anya, I think I might like you to colour Mr. Hedgehog. He looks cute.
I've not seen Mr. Hedgehog.
Look at Mr. Hedgehog.
Oh, I like him.
It's got butterflies.
Oh, he looks fun.
Butterflies, flowers and hedgehogs. There's nothing more you could like about that. And then there's loads, absolutely loads on there that we've just released. So go and have a look. Anya's got the link if you'd like the link for these. We've got a blog that tells you how to use them as well if you'd like that. And we'll send that across to you. So while Anya's counting up for exclusives, I'll just give you the first sneak peek. See if you can guess what my exclusive is. Sublimation paper in A4. Sublimation paper in A3.
I'm waiting, we need a few more. Please.
Sublimation mugs in white. Colour changing sublimation mugs in black. What is my exclusive? Are you getting the hint yet? Sublimation printable ribbon in a variety of sizes. Have you seen our Print Me Bears? We do a whole variety.
Oh, I love that bear.
I know you do. Anya's going to make me use him. I just know it. She's already got a plan in her head. She's just not told me. So our Print Me Bears can be used with HTV. They can also be used with marker pens. And exclusive number one, we've got new sublimation marker pens, drawing pens, markers, whatever you would like to call them, on our website tonight. They've just launched. I haven't got any with me because I work from home and the postman hasn't been able to wick them to me overnight because of delays. So I haven't got any to share with you tonight. But you get your transfer, your bear, or whatever you're going to transfer it on. It might be a t-shirt or it might be, for example, a dog collar. Oh yes, I've got dog collars. I've got bandanas for dogs. We've got a whole new range of sublimation products on the website. That's not the exclusive though. So can you guess where we're going with this exclusive? I've got sublimation of dog collars, dog tags, wine bottle stoppers. Has anybody guessed it yet?
No.
Nobody guessed it. Come on guys. I'm almost giving it you here. We are launching a sublimation printer. You've all been asking, when are we going to bring you a sublimation printer? Well, you know what we're like. If we're going to bring you something, it has to be really good. It has to be really, really good, and it has to be something that is going to provide you with the best print possible. So, I'm not telling you what it is yet, but it's capable of printing A4, and will be able to capable of printing A3. And it comes with its own software, and it really will work brilliantly, and I'm hoping to be able to tell you more next week, and I certainly will be able to tell you more the week after, because I'm hoping by then they'll be with us. So, but keep watching and listening, and I'll bring you some more. I've got loads of sublimation blanks that they've sent me today to show you. So once we've done a bit more of this live, I'll show you a few more if you like. But I figured you'd like to see that. Talking of sublimation printing, did you know that we now do SubliJet, which allows you to print onto dark fabrics with your sublimation printer, and it allows you to print onto cotton as well. So if you like that, then Anya or I later on can give you the link for that if you haven't seen it already. And again, that also comes in a variety of sizes. So let's get on with doing some more of this, shall we? Again, if any of you have just joined us, these files were created by Tia, our design team member, to fundraise for Ukraine. Tia is always fundraising, usually for cancer, breast cancer, and I send her all my scraps and she uses them to create all sorts of bottles, jars, homeware, gifts, and she sells them to raise money for cancer, which I think is fabulous. And she shares those makes and obviously allows me to share them with you. She's made these 3 designs. The picture of what she made is on our Facebook page for Ukraine fundraising. And we all loved them so much when I shared the photo last week that she said, I tell you what, I'll give you the file and you can convert it to all the different machines. So it will work on the Cricut, it will work on the Silhouette, and it will work on your brother machines as well as the other cutting machines as well. We've created it in different formats for you in that file. If you'd like it, please comment and we'll send it you. It is exclusive to the live. It won't be going on the website. So that's your blue next. What are you laughing for over there, Anya?
These nuts for the printer. No, I'll need it and then be broke, Angela says.
I'm sorry, get your savings going.
Lots of them are saying I can see more money being spent here.
I'm going to try my hardest to persuade the team to let me do an exclusive deal on Facebook Live for you when we launch it, but I can't make any promises because I've yet to speak to them about it, but I was told last night that I could share the news with you, which I've been sat on for ages now. So hopefully that'll be very, very soon, and I'll be able to tell you what it is. I know what it is, but I don't want to tell you just yet. But it is coming, and it's coming very, very soon. So, whenever you use self-adhesive vinyl, have you seen our blogs on self-adhesive vinyl? For those of you that have perhaps just joined us, we do have other cut files using our stained glass vinyl and demonstrations and tutorials on the website, so do comment for those links alongside this one. And we do teach you how to apply the vinyl and get the best out of it. So I'm just going to show you again now. So I always use pure rubbing alcohol, and I find if you use an alcohol wipe, it always leaves, because alcohol wipes have a lanolin coating to keep them moist, so it will still leave a residue. So if ever you say, well, I used it on a cup and I used an antibacterial wipe or an alcohol wipe, but it washed off, that's why. So use pure rubbing alcohol. I think this whole bottle, and I've had this whole bottle for nearly 2 years, but this whole bottle costs something like £6. I think they're about £8 now. We do have the link on the self-adhesive cut file blogs, so don't panic, it will be there for you. So rubbing alcohol, just dump in your lint-free cloth and literally rub it over the glass block. I always, after that, rub it on my fingers before I use it, because you will have natural skin oils that could interfere with the process. So that's that. Let it air dry. That will dry really quick in here. It's boiling. But let it air dry. Now, I just want to give you another sneaky peek.
What's sneaky peeks.
More sneaky peeks.
They're being spoiled for choice tonight.
I know. Can't quite. There's loads. I've got a whole pile of sneaky peeks down here tonight. Did you see this week's free cut file blog that I released on Monday? It showed you how to make these 3D cards. So you had mummy, mother, mum and mam. God, I'm running out of space. All 4. If you want the link, comment and you will give it you, or I will at the end. Oh, I've lost my flower on that one. Free cut files for those, using our card, using our transfer adhesive to stick them together, and I even teach you in the blog how to shape your flowers. So, but as a bonus, I'm going to release this either tomorrow or Friday, so keep your eyes peeled for it, and you'll have to comment when this is posted. But look at that. If mums were flowers, I'd pick you. You were asking for a shadow box, but I've not just gone and done it for mums. In the cut file you'll see on the blog when I post it, it's for friends as well, because mums come in all shapes and sizes. So you've got mums, you've got birth mothers, you've got genetic mothers, you've got mothers that have brought you up, you've got mother figures, you've got step mums, and you've got friends that are not a mum but would like to be, or perhaps a little bit older, and all their children don't look after them so well. So I've also done you, if friends were flowers, I'd pick you in that cut file, so you could choose to make either. And in there it's made with our card, and it's made with our, so it's got glitter card on the back, we've got our metallic green gloss mirror card, and then I've used 3 of the pastel cards with some inks to distress it. And I also teach you in the blog how to shape the flowers to make them 3D with our tweezers. So that's coming in the next day or so, so keep your eyes out for that. What do you think? Do you like it?
Oh, someone's asking. Easter Bunny, can you do a demo of this, please?
Easter Bunny, yes. I did an Easter Bunny last week. Don't know whether you saw the live. I can give you the link back to that because we still got it. But I'm also thinking of doing another Easter Bunny next week, a name one. Have you seen them where the bunny's head and hands pop over a bar, and then you put somebody's name on it, and then the feet pop under the bar, so it's like a full image? So I'm thinking of doing that for you next week. What do you think, guys? Yes or no? Or would you like to see a Colopi eMark handheld printer demo? Let me know. So that's this mum's 3D flower box. Keep your eye out for that in the next day or so. Right, so weeding. Have you seen our weeding LED pad before? Do you have one? It's not so easy to see in this light because my studio lights are very, very strong, but it saves my eyesight. I'm getting older now. So yeah, your eyes get tired, especially when you're crafting all day and looking at computer screens in the middle of all of that. So this really does save me. If you have a particularly bright room, the way to make it more obvious is just run your tweezers under the back, like when you curl a ribbon. And what that does is just lifts the cut, so you can see it better. Can you see it now on your screen? I can see it. Whether it's picking it up or not for you. And then literally just pop your tweezers in the corner, and that's one. So get your tweezers on the back.
Dawn says, I want to do my back door windows, so
oh yes,
help, thank you.
Right, so Dawn, what cut settings are you using on your machine?
I have asked, but I'm waiting to find.
Did I cut the yellow, or did I just get? Oh yeah, I did cut the yellow. I got wondered, thought I'd missed it then. I did that on my live on TikTok earlier. Got all excited and missed a layer completely. There we go. That's the yellow. Now, our table's looking very congested, isn't it?
The bunny sounds ace, Laura says.
Oh, great. What would you like it on? Now, can you see? I'll run my tweezers underneath again like a ribbon. You see it's starting to show this. I don't know whether you can see that on your screen. You see the gaps. Now it's really warm in here, and I've got some very intricate small butterflies, so they may lift as I lift the vinyl. But if that happens, don't panic. Just peel it back. See how I peel it back on itself? Like you're peeling a banana skin. Don't pull it up like a plaster. And then what happens if it does lift, which I thought it would, because my room is super hot, is you can catch it then before it goes too far.
It is boiling.
It is boiling in here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anya likes it nice and warm. For her to say it's boiling, it must be.
I do like it nice and warm. She says that with a water bottle on her.
She has got a water bottle on her. Right, if you are in a really warm room, just trim as you weed. So just get your scissors and trim the bits, because quite often when it's warm, this will fold back on itself and then you'll end up stuck together. So don't panic, just take your time. And if it lifts, just look at it and think, okay, where's that lifted? And just watch as you pull back. And you can see where the design is. The other thing you can do if it gets really bad is put your transfer application tape on first and then weed. But if you just do it slowly like I am doing, it's only that one that wants to lift. And there you go. Now I've got to weed out sunflower. You see? Now, I was showing everybody earlier on TikTok, if you want to weed and cheat, instead of just getting your tweezers in and pulling the middle out, what you can do is use you can do it that way, or get your piece of vinyl. If you know where your outer perimeter is, you've got a small tiny bit, you can actually then use that first bit to lift it. That's too big a bit to get away with doing that. Have we got any questions tonight, Anya?
I'm just reloading. As I've been in and out, sending too many links.
Yeah, you've lost the thread of it, haven't you?
I have. Yes. Right. Ooh, thank you very much. I have new subprinter, new press, brother cut and scan.
Ooh.
And I am unsure how to use them all, so need all the help I can get. Enjoying the show.
All of our cut files are suitable for all cutting machines. So, and on all of our blogs, although we usually talk about the cry cut first, that's mainly because that's what our customers ask for help with the most. But we do have some silhouette tutorials on the blog, but all of our tutorials at the bottom will tell you how to load the file into your silhouette. So don't panic.
I'm thinking tote bag or something the kids can collect eggs in, Laura says.
Ah, yes.
Bunnies.
Did you see that? Going on the tote bag theme, I've got it here, I've just realised.
Oh, yes.
This was last week's, which is now live on the blog. That was last week's blog, last week's Facebook Live. Have you seen those? So on the blog, we've done them. We've done it as a self-adhesive project as well. Hold on, I've got that here. Can you see that? So if you want the link for those, shout and Anya will give it to you. But yes, I'm thinking of doing an Easter Bunny, different Easter Bunny next week, where he's leaning over. Right.
That sounds fab.
App tape is the next one. So we're going to transfer this and show you how to transfer it now. But app tape, a lot of you ask about how to use app tape. What's the best app tape to use? Stained glass vinyl is a lot lighter than, say, your metallics. So I would use our reusable app tape with the stained glass vinyl. And I love this yellow one because it's got a backer on it. So if you want to send stuff through the post to people, either you've sold them a decal to apply themselves, or you want to send it to mum to apply to a wheelie bin or to her own windows, then obviously that gives you that choice to do so. So just trim your app tape, and it's reusable, so keep the backer, and you can reuse it again and again and again. so long as you keep the backer for it. What are you laughing?
I recognise this lady. Lorraine says hi from Estepona.
Oh yeah, hi Lorraine.
I believe we were talking to this lady or person last live.
I think we were, weren't we?
Rings a bell.
It does. Right, let me move this light pad away now because I think it may actually hinder, not help us in showing
Nikki is
you.
loving the tweezer tip, thanks, she says.
Oh, brilliant. Right, so get your app tape, put it in the middle, smooth it, turn it over. Always turn it over, except if you've got heavy metallic vinyl, these little butterflies and some of these finer details on a heavy metallic vinyl or a heavy thick vinyl will sometimes, especially in this heat, struggle. So if that happens, start on the front and trace like you're burnishing these fine edges. And you do that first before then turning over, but always turn over and use the back before you try to peel it off. And the reason for that is you're pushing the vinyl into the app tape. If you just did it all that way, all you're doing is pushing it back into the backer and you'll never get it off. Or you might, but it's harder, certainly with some of the vinyls. So you can hear, I really do put quite a bit of pressure. Don't worry if you scrape your sheet. And concentrate on those areas where I've got more detail, and then you should literally be able to pull straight off like that. Okay, so if ever you struggle, don't panic, relay, turn it over, do the fine details, turn it back and always finish on the back. All right, just so that you're not risking any problems with it then afterwards. So that's your design. Now, I like to apply all my self-adhesive layers together before applying it to the item I'm going to put them on. So, to do that, for this design, where's my sheet of greaseproof paper gone on, yeah?
Oh, goodness.
The Kremlins have had it.
Oh,
I found it. Panic not. I found it. You can either use this, but I can't use both hands at the minute to pin it down, or use baking paper, which is also what I use for covering over on HTV, not silicone sheets. Then get your first part of your design. You've got your sticky side, hold it over, and before you commit, then you can line up. So I tend to line one corner up first. This is the only time I would do this. Rub on the front first, then turn over. Same process again. Give it some firm pressure. And there you go. Again, line up your back. Now I use this to stop it sticking to the table because my table's heavily polished. You could use the release liner, or you could hold it mid-air. If I was doing this on my own in the office, I might just hold it up mid-air and do it, but obviously I want you to see what I'm doing. Again, find the most appropriate bit that you're going to stick first, line it up, turn it over. Now, if you were sending that in the post, you would then recover with your backer, and what I would then do, just to make sure it travels well, is squeegee it on the front of the sheet so that you're pushing the two together. And then, just to be doubly sure, I'd get my scissors and just trim the edges so you've not got sticky bits all getting caught up in the postage envelope, so that it arrives looking neat and professional. Obviously we're not doing that tonight, so just give it another rub on the back to make sure you've not stuck it on the back. Take that off and then you're good to go. So, applying it to a glass brick. You can get loads of things, loads of glass bricks online. Usually people say to me, where did you get that one from? This is from a builder's merchant. As you can see, it's got a wobbly edge. You can get plain ones for craft with no wobbly edge. I like the wobbly edge. And from the builder's merchants, if you go to their bin section. Quite often now they'll have them because they want you to be able to use them for interior design features. They actually have these ends on them, but you can get them on from craft markets, and you can get them from different wholesalers as well. But I find the ones at the builders merchants, they're really cheap, and they're good, but other places do them as well. So you've got those. Then you've got to put a bit of light in there, haven't you? So I've got this, you can get these lights everywhere now, LED lights, multifunction, give you a headache. Is that the glow one or is that straight? So the key is always finding the end. It's like, no matter how neatly you put them in together, you'll always end up with a mess when you go back to it 10 minutes later. There we go, I found the end. So then I just take this. Now I like to feed it through this hole because I'm going to wrap ribbon around it in a minute. So feed it through this hole, but if you don't, some of them have a tiny hole just drilled in one corner, so you just feed it through that. But these are ideal because you can create all sorts of designs with these and slip vinyl in. In fact, there's a YouTube video of me doing a baby brick. Welcome to the world, little one baby brick. And I put vinyl inside. So again, if you want to see that, then that's on our YouTube channel. Any questions? Very quiet over there tonight, Anya.
We're mainly just getting hundreds of people asking for the links tonight.
Ooh,
they're
nice.
loving it.
They're loving it.
Saying gorgeous and lots of ladies and gentlemen commenting about the bunnies, telling us what they've done with it.
Oh, what did they do with it?
Laura says she's put it on a t-shirt for her daughter.
Oh,
and
lovely.
She can't wait to wear it.
Oh, I bet.
A few have also used it on their bags. And some...
Have you seen our Easter baskets? Paper card crafting baskets. And what about our Easter egg, Cadbury cream egg holders, guys? Have you seen those? Have you seen our Easter mystery boxes? Massive bargain those Easter mystery boxes are. We've got loads of tutorials on the website, including the ones for the Easter bunnies last week, all using products out of that. So keep going. I'm nearly there on the lights. Goodness me, that's a long one, isn't it? There we go. So once you've got all your lights in, that's it. Now, you can, if you want, create something to stow it on top or underneath, but I use this as a prop behind it when I've finished, so it'll sit like a prop, so I'm not too worried about that. So, you've got your lights on. Next thing to do is put your vinyl on. Get your vinyl, line up where you're going to put it on your brick. Get your squeegee. Now, did anybody who's just joined us want to see some of these new sublimation products that we've got that have just gone live this week on the website for you? You may have missed me say that I'm not telling you which one yet or what it is, but we do have a sublimation printer about to launch with us, and you're going to love it. It will do A4, and you can also get the A3 variety with us and all the inks, and it really is superb. It's fantastic software that comes with it, and support, obviously. You wouldn't expect anything less from us, would you, by now? And we've got loads and loads of blanks that we've brought onto the website and more that are coming onto the website. Right, whenever I do a glass brick, I like to decorate it afterwards with some ribbon as well, because I think it just finishes it off. And I've chosen this ribbon tonight because it's got the butterflies to match, which I think is great. But I've got a big thing, I keep trying to find ways of bringing this into my house. I drive everybody mad, of these bobbly strands. I love them, they're so sweet, aren't they? I'm thinking you could tie these in with your Easter bunnies and sew them on your t-shirt. So I'm going to do the two, I think. So whenever I do ribbon or anything like that, I work out how I'm going to do it. Not sure whether to go for both or one. Have you got an opinion, Anya? Just ribbon or ribbon and bobbles? So that's ribbon, and that's ribbon and bobbles. Have you guys got an opinion, ribbon and bobbles?
Yeah, help us decide.
Yeah, come on. Before I move on, you tell me. Do you want to see just ribbon or ribbon and bubbles? And I will finish that in a minute, and I'll show you some more blanks while we're waiting.
We've had a message from a Mandy.
Oh, hi, Mandy.
Who's asking, where can I find them tweezers?
They are on the website. Anya will give you the link, or I will pop on after the live. They are absolutely fabulous. Tomorrow or the next day, I'm not telling you which, you'll have to come back and check on our Facebook page. We are bringing you another demonstration blog and free cut file to make these, and I teach you how to shape these flowers using our tweezers. So definitely worth looking at that when it comes live.
Debbie's asking, where do you find the starter kits, and what sort of starter kits do you have?
We have a huge variety of starter kits on the website. There is a starter kit category in the green. If you're on a computer, it's on the green bar. I think it's third or fourth from the top left. Anya can always give you the link, or if not, I'll pop and give you the link when I've finished. Because poor Anya's sending links like crazy at the minute. And in the starter kits, there is pretty much every HTV range now we do a starter kit in. Some there's 8 sheets, some there's 12 sheets, some there's 16 sheets. Depends on which vinyl it is, because we're trying to keep the cost down for you. And there's also self-adhesive starter kits, including stained glass. So your starter kits come in a box like this. So you can store your A4 sheets in there, and they all have a variety of different products in there. This is empty, I'm afraid. It's no longer a starter kit, but you'll get in there your weeding hook, which is better than nothing. I mean, I have to say I prefer the tweezers, and I'm not going to lie. They are absolutely brilliant. And you'll get, in the self-adhesive, you get squeegee, and you'll get some application tape in the self-adhesive. There's lots of different things, and we have a video that on all of the starter kits individually on our YouTube channel, where we unbox and show you the entire content of each starter kit. So if you want the links to that, then obviously let us know, and we'll send you that. Either Anya will or I will when I finish the live. So the starter kits are fabulous. Right, have we got any answers? Ribbon and bubble?
Both.
Both.
Lots of boths coming through.
Lots of boths coming through.
I think it's going to have to be both.
Did you see we talked about this earlier on this evening, our Print Me Bears for our new sublimation range, which we've just launched and loaded into the website. Again, I've got loads of links Anya can give you on that. I've created a little, what we call an auto reply, so a little information drop of different links for you. In there is these lovely pencil cases in the new sublimation range. In there is also things like these bottle stoppers. So for your wine bottles, we've got dog collars, dog tags, we've got coasters, mats, beer mats, whatever you wish to call them. We've got bags. We have pillowcases. I'm just grabbing some more for you. We've got ribbon. We have rucksacks with drawstrings on. Let me show you this one. It's literally just arrived with me today. There is so much in this in this sublimation category. Sorry, shooting myself now. There is canvas cushion covers. There's cotton cushion covers. There's polyester cushion covers. There really is something for everybody in there. There is dog bandanas, colour changing mugs, printable ribbons. There really is a whole, and we've got more coming. So keep your eyes peeled for that, along with the Sublimation Printer. So.
Sierra's asking in RPM,
yeah,
what sort of mumbles do you sell?
We have a whole variety of mumbles. We've got the little Print Me Bears, which you can print onto their tummies and their feet, and you could, if you wanted to, print onto their ears, which is great for the Easter Bunny one. In fact, I've got an Easter Bunny one somewhere. I'm not sure where he is actually. Might be in a box. I think I put him in a box, didn't I, when I tidied up. We also do the big mumbles as well with the zippy bottoms, so you can take them out. These can be printed onto, you can put HTV onto them, you can even put our inkjet printable sheets onto them, and obviously use sublimation onto these as well. Talking of sublimation, we have some new sublimation marker pens, which you can use with your sublimation sheets to create your own handwritten, hand-drawn designs, which would be great for the kids. So you just get the sub paper sheets, get the marker pens, get a couple of bears, and you literally could produce some lovely things with them without getting a machine out, without getting a printer out. So if you're going away for the weekend, it's a great rainy day activity to do with them, and it really is something personal. Or you could get grandma to write them a personal message so that they've got that forever. I'm actually going to send one for my grandson. He's going into hospital, so I'm going to put Nanny loves you and put it on the bear and send that to him so he can take that into hospital with him. So there really is something that you can do with all of them, and the bigger ones have got bigger bellies, so which is great.
We have another question.
Okay.
Lynn is asking, what is sublimation?
Sublimation is a different form of ink. So you've got laser printers, which are produced on heat. So laser is a like a magnetic force, it's the best way to explain it, that is drawn to the paper and then welded by a cartridge, a heat cartridge. It's not quite the process, but that's the kind of way to explain it. Inkjet lays the ink down, it absorbs, it dries, it's gone. Sublimation does the same, but whereas inkjet you need something to apply it to, and that something you apply it to is what you would put on the bear. So inkjet vinyl you'd put on the bear, and it's the vinyl that seals the ink. Sublimation, you just put it on a sheet, a sublimation sheet, which is like a carrier, and then that actually with the heat from your heat press actually seals the ink into the product. So it's a bit like the laser, except your sublimation is a wet ink that dries, goes on, and then it's reactivated and becomes much brighter once it's been applied. So that's how sublimation works. And there's lots of people that will say, well, I've brought a cheap printer and I've upgraded the inks to sublimation inks. That's all right, but you do really need a sublimation printer that is literally, its software and its drivers and its print heads are designated for sublimation ink, because it is a different ink to inkjet, so that's quite important. So I'm going to get the feel for how much ribbon I need before I bring in the blue. As they've said both, have they?
They have said both, yes. That is our conclusion. I've tallied them up.
Okay.
There wasn't many saying just one.
Okay. Thing is, if it's wrong, you can just untie it and do it again. It's not the end of the world, is it? So, right. So how much have we got? Sorry, it's not very elegant. I'm going to cut that. What I always do, once I've done that, is get the two ends together. A bit like when I'm wrapping a present, this is. Take the other end, find the midpoint, put the midpoint under the midpoint of the block. I'll try and do it now without ejecting it on the floor. These tweezers are great, look, they even work as a wedge to keep things in place. And once you've done that, then you can bring it up the sides back together again. So then it just takes a moment, just put the two together. So, once you've done that, you can bring them and knot them. There's loads of ways of doing bows. Now, bows is a very personal thing. I'm not the best bow maker, I'm not going to pretend I am. These cut files, if you want them, please comment. I'd like to thank Tia, our design team member. She very, very kindly offered to give them to us to give you. She used these to create some bottles which are on our Facebook page to fundraise for Ukraine, which is what she's done these for. And as one lady in our live earlier on said to us, it'd be nice, wouldn't it, for us all to light up for Ukraine, which I think would be a nice thing to do. So that's why she wanted to share them. So they are not going on the website. So if you do want them, you're going to have to ask for them. And as I say, huge thanks to Tia for sharing them with us, because that's a very kind gesture. I think it's important at times of trouble to come together, isn't it? Right, So I've tied my bow. I'm not sure I'm happy with 2 together. What do you think? I might actually take the blue out of the ribbony bow bit. We'll have a go in a minute. Tidy it. Right, so I always cut my ribbon at a jaunty angle. Just finishes it off nicely, I think. I'm a devil for ribbon. I pick it up wherever I go. And then if I haven't picked any up recently, I start to get a bit twitchy. But if Anya will tell you, if anybody's got any presents at home, birthdays or Christmas, if it's got ribbon, I pinch it afterwards and I wrap it around a piece of card and it goes in my ribbon drawer, ready for a rainy day. And the amount of times I've needed a ribbon for a rainy day and that's got me out of trouble, it's quite remarkable, really.
We have a question.
Okay.
Where do you get the glass blocks from?
I got my glass blocks from the builder's merchant, believe it or not. It's got a ripple. There we go. Actually. And then of course we've got this one, and then there's another cut file for this on the cut file link. So do ask for the link if you want it. Tia very kindly shared it with us, and we'll gladly send it to you. The glass blocks, you can get them online, but I got mine from my builder's merchant, and they come. You can get them with the hole in the bottom, or they'll do a drilled hole through the corner for you, so you can put your lights in.
What about the lights? Question mark.
The lights, you can pick them up all over the place. They're LED lights. Some I've picked up in the past from that favourite shop on the high street that everything costs one particular price. I've also got them from online places, and in fact our tutorial for a glass jar very similar to this with butterflies on it has a link to lots of glass LED lights. So if you want the link for that, then obviously Anya or I will give it you at the end of the live or after the live, and we'll make sure that you've got the links for those as well then. Any more questions, Anya?
Not that I can see. Lots of saying that looks fab, Tia says.
Tia, do you like what I did? Have I done you proud?
She's been loving this live. She's been commenting all the way.
Oh, bless your heart. Tia is an absolute angel for us. I've got another box to send you, Tia. You'll be pleased to know, or you may groan. I'm not quite sure now, because I send you that many little boxes of bits and bobs. But I send Tia, instead of wasting things, I send them to Tia, and Tia turns them into some marvellous creations. And then she sells them and raises money. At the moment, she's done these to raise money for Ukraine, but she often does it to raise money for cancer, breast cancer, and I think you've done it for things like the children's dance school and all sorts of things, Tia, haven't you? Quote me if I'm wrong, but didn't you raise about £6,000 over the last few years for cancer, or was it? Am I wrong? But anyway, you've done a huge amount of fundraising, and we will do our best to keep supporting you when we can. And she sends us pictures of what she's made and lets us share them with you, which is just wonderful. Don't forget tonight, ladies and gentlemen, you've got your FB March 10 code. That will give you 10% off any vinyls, materials, any of our paper craft sections and mystery boxes, starter kits only, not any of the machines and accessories, etc. But it will allow you also to give 10% off our 3 for 2 offers. They run out next week, and then 3 for 2s end. So do make the most of that. And this discount code will expire at midnight tomorrow, Thursday the 24th of March 2022. Now, anybody that has joined us late, have you seen or have you heard that I was telling everybody we are bringing you a Sublimation Printer range? And we've now brought even more Sublimation products onto the website. And I've got some more to show you just very quickly before I leave you. Have you got any questions, Anya?
Where can we find the stained glass, and how many colours do you have?
Stained glass, let me show you. I've got them still here. Bear with me. We have quite a few colours.
Tia says I have, and yes, I've raised over, I think that's 6,000 for preventative breast cancer at Swifton Hospital.
That is amazing, Tia. I knew it was a lot of money. You inspire me with your fundraising, you really do. There's so many good causes out there, and fundraising for cancer often gets missed. But Tia makes some incredible designs for her fundraising, and every time she'll say, I've made this. And I'll go, oh, brilliant, I'll share it. But I schedule our posts a little while ahead. And then I go to share it and I'll say, and she'll say, I've sold them all. And I'll say, oh, blimey. And then somebody will say, oh, can I have that? And she's already sold it. So, but she does create some amazing things. Going back to sublimation, there is even more on the website. We've got mouse mats, jigsaw puzzles. So you could, I saw somebody make a Will You Marry Me jigsaw puzzle, and then their wife-to-be had to make it in a restaurant, which was quite sweet. Little gift box in there, and then she had to make it. We do sublimation dog tags, heat-proof tape. Have you got any more questions, Annie, before I finish for the night?
No more.
Okay, stained glass. How many colours of stained glass do we have? Let me just move these to one side. Ooh, wrecking the place now. We have lots of colours of stained glass. We have yellow. I was taking it over there then. And the blue that we've already used tonight, which actually is violet we've used tonight because it's a darker blue. So I think the Ukraine flag is quite dark. We have 3 greens. So we have a light green, a green, and then we have this darker green, which is called, we've got apple green, which is the light, a green, and then light green. So you've got the 3 shades of green.
We have a question come through in PM.
Yeah.
Sally's asking, do you have any easy transfers to be ironed on?
We do some brilliant transfers. I've got a couple here in my hand. So we do some, going back to awareness and fundraising. A lady, we shared it the other day, a lady created some lovely designs with our awareness stuff. Our pre-weeded iron-on transfers, 15 seconds is all you need to apply them. There is hundreds of designs. You've got fairy tale. They come in mixed packs as well as singles in a variety of sizes. I mean, this would be great for men's shirts. This would be great. I'm going to do a Jubilee design for you for these. You've got pets. So obviously you've got your dogs and there's all sorts of pets on there. And then, of course, we've also got the transfer doodles, which you colour in and then iron on and they become permanent and you can't wash them out then. So, yes, we do a whole load of iron-on transfers. And if you want the link, then please comment and Anya will send it you. And we've also done some demos and tutorials on the blog and on YouTube that we can send you, showing you how to use them and how to create something different with them as well. And then we've got stained glass. Going back to stained glass, you've got a brown, you've got a red, we've got a grey, we've got a magenta, we've got a normal blue, and then orange. And then also we also do the leading. It's permanent, but if you heat it, you could remove it. We also do a starter kit. So we do actual leading. We've done an actual tutorial blog showing you how to use the leading with a video as well. And obviously we've got the self-adhesive stained glass starter kit that you can have as well. And the leading is like real lead. So it's malleable, it's self-adhesive, so you can stick it on. Once you cut it, if you rub it with your squeegee, it looks like real lead and it is fabulous. And if you have a look on if you ask for the link, Anya or I will send it you and you'll see how realistic it is. And yeah, it's beautiful, it really is. I can't wait, I'm waiting for my husband to fix my front door and varnish it so I can do my windows because I think it will look stunning in that. So that's it. If you want the free cut files, give us a shout. If you would like to use your Facebook March 10 discount code, FB March 10, don't forget to use it before midnight tomorrow, which is Thursday, the March the 24th, 2022. Comment for the link to the free cut files that Tia has very generously let us share with you. Thank you very much to Tia. Your support is appreciated beyond measure. And I think you're left in no doubt at how amazing I think you are. You really do make working with you a dream. So thank you, Tia. The Facebook discount code will switch off at midnight tomorrow, Thursday. Is only valid on your materials, vinyls, paper crafts, your mystery boxes, your starter kits, and it even is valid on your 3 for 2s. And the cut files will remain available on the link that we give you until next week's live. We'll be back with you next Wednesday at 8 PM. If you have watched this after the live has ended, please do comment. We will always reply to you. If you've got any questions at all, please do come back to us and we will help you, send you links. work with you. Dawn, I've not forgotten about you with your cup issue. I'm going to send you a PM after the live and try and help you sort out why you can't cut it. It's probably something simple like that we can help you work through. That's no problem at all. Cut settings sometimes need tweaking on a machine. It could be that the room's too warm. It could be your blade's chipped. It could be any number of things, but we are always on hand to help you. So don't ever be afraid to ask for that help. Is there anything I can do before I go, or are we... We're okay. Okay, guys, well, thank you very much for joining us once again. And of course, we look forward to seeing you next Wednesday live. And of course, if you've got any questions in the meantime, we are here for you. And do make use of that 10% discount code. It's my gift to you to say thank you for joining us. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.